What's the difference between earnest money and the option fee? I get this question all the time. Gina Thayer here with eXp in the Houston area, and I'm tackling a question almost every buyer and seller wants to know. They might both involve money, but they serve two completely different purposes. So let's break it down. Truth number one, earnest money equal buyer's commitment. Think of earnest money as the buyer saying, I am serious about buying your home. It's a deposit that's held by the title company while we're under contract. The amount is negotiable, but in today's market, it's often around 1% of the purchase price, although it can be more or less depending upon the situation. Here's the important part. As a seller, you don't receive that money up front. It sits safely in escrow until closing. If everything goes according to plan, that money is credited back to the buyer at closing as part of the purchase. Truth number two, the option fee equal buyer's inspection time. The option fee is completely different. This is a small amount of money that the buyer pays directly to you, the seller, title usually holds it too, to have an option period. I call it the cost of doing business to those that I'm working with as buyers. During that option period, they can perform inspections, get estimates, and decide whether they want to move forward with the purchase. If they decide the home isn't right for them during that time frame, they can terminate the contract. But the good news for you as a seller, you keep the option fee, even if the buyer walks away. So why does this matter? As your listing agent, I'm looking at much more than just the sales price. We'll negotiate the amount of earnest money, the amount of the option fee, and the length of the option period. A stronger buyer often puts down more earnest money, offers a reasonable option fee, and asks for a shorter option period. Those three things can make one offer much more attractive than another, even if the purchase prices are similar. So the final truth here, the highest offer isn't always the best offer. Sometimes the strongest contract is the one with better terms, fewer risks, and a buyer who's showing they're committed from day one. That's why we evaluate every single offer as a complete package, not just the dollar amount. Gina Thayer here with eXp in the Houston area, and I would love to help Houston area sellers make smart moves with confidence.